Warning. You're now entering a stream that isn't suitable for everyone. Be warned that this channel will have swearing, singing, sexual innuendos and lots of jokes that could easily offend. It is advised that you must be a little bit weird yourself to enjoy this channel, as those that thrive and enjoy the stream are weird in their own little ways. The chat is called El Chatty and is a wonderful community. It really is. However, again, it might not be for everyone. We want to hear everyone's opinion, no matter what it is. We encourage debate as long as it's done respectfully. If you're easily offended or don't like differing views, then again, this channel is not for you. By entering this stream you do so at your own risk. If you want to try it out, that's absolutely fine, but if you don't like it, no need to announce your departure, you can just leave quietly, as this isn't an airport.
It would help if I put myself on screen and unmuted myself. That would really help. Good morning, Robin G. How are you? Hope the Glen is doing well. Bad Daza, good morning. Good afternoon to you, sir. Hope you're doing well, brother. There you go. Morning, Jersey Jen. How are you, my darling? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Robin G. The package is on the way for the land. There you go. She's not here at the minute. She's always late. She likes to put it in the mornings, then pretend she's here, then comes in 2 hours later. Robin G. Robin G. But we will tell her, don't worry. I'll mark it for you, Jen. Bad morning. Why is it a bad morning? Or do you mean bad Daza morning? Morning, Amy. How are you? Good morning, kids. There you go. How are you, Amy? Hope you're well. I still can't think about the sex apartment. Oh, sex apartment. Grinder case. Whoa. Yes. Now I'm back with my mind. I'm thinking about sex now. Thank you, Amy. We will cover that again. Thank you to Dana Leonard. He did create the warning. I put the words out and Dana came with a package. That package. So thank you, Dana. Dana, I just saw a message off you. What's Dana's message saying? Hey, bud, just let you know you are a much better man than I am. You're a legend. You're the best. You're the best a man can get. I wish I was half the man you are. You are the best. Just P.S. You are the best. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate that. And thank you for acknowledging that. And thank you, brother, for the well wishes as well. I appreciate that, Dana. Thanks, buddy. Nice to see you as well, Dana. And send my love to Tracy, as always, my friend. Dana Leonard morning. Hello, Hate. How are you, my darling? Good Thursday morning, Dylan. Good Thursday morning to you, Hate. I hate saying hate to you because you're too lovely to say hate to. Yaya Trucker, good morning to you. How are you doing, darling? Hope you're well. That's a lie. The land doesn't allow my opinions. I allow your opinions. Always allow your opinions. How are you doing, Lady Di? Sorry, I thought that was Amy. Sorry. No, Lady Di is absolutely right. Yeah, I do not allow her opinions. You're right. Everyone's allowed an opinion except for Lady Di. I'm joking. How are you, Lady Di? Making changes. How are you making changes? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. From across the pond. There you go. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Morning, everyone. Making changes. Hey, baby. There you go. You never called me baby. Fucking hell. Good morning to you, Dana. How are you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Hate corruption morning, Han. Amy. There you go. There you go. Hello, everybody. Dana. Oops. Shit. Mel. Fine. I'll call you Mel. I can't call you Hate. I just can't call you Hate. Do you know what I mean? You're too lovely to be called Hate. Now, I can call Lady Di Hate. Lady Di, if you change your name to Hate, then I'll call you Hate. Dana, you can also call me Daddy. Hey, corruption and whelp. I played the numbers, lost $10. Why I don't play? Oh, do you play Lotto or something? Do you play the Lotto? No, you just told Dana to call you Daddy. He will call you Daddy as well. But no, Dana's a good lad. I like Dana a lot. So I do like to rip him though. I can't call her Hate. She's too lovely. Like I'll say, some of you, if you change your names to Hate, 100%, I'll be like, yeah, suits you. Doesn't suit her. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't suit her. Most of you here, if you change your names to hate or bitch, or motherfucker or anything, I'd be like, yep, suits you. Just doesn't suit her. Um, you lost. Try again. Just not $10. Is that some lotto you guys do is that some lotto that you guys have got in the US? So I've called her hate for years. There you go. You're besties though, so you can. And same fuck all, bad Daza. You're always bad Daza to me though. Do you know what I mean? You always will be bad Daza. Now, if it's Mighty Meat, then fuck might be a name for him. Yes. Oh, so yeah, you got some big lottos on. Like I've not done a lottery in the UK. Oh, I've not done it probably 25 years. I've not done it. I used to be a big thing in the UK. You get uh, match six numbers and you win millions. And but like I think if you get three numbers, you win £10. But it was it's great if you win it, but I don't know anyone that ever won anything. So yeah. Um, Ellen. Oh Ellen, oh Ellen, oh Ellen Tirdenol. Ellen Pirate more fall I didn't know. That's a Welsh song. We got I know it's Ellen, but we got an Ellen in Wales. There's a song. Ellen. It's like a beautiful Ellen's a beautiful name. But how are you, Ellen? Ellen Jolly. Ellen Jolly. But yeah, in the Welsh version it's Elen. But yeah, so it's a very popular, beautiful name here. So, but we call you Ellen. I suppose you say Ellen. How are you, Ellen? I'm glad you like the hat as well. I've got a few hats now. I've got the Red Sox. But I've got another Patriots one, which is my first Patriots one. And I've got another one here, but it doesn't quite fit my head. So yeah. Um, to the most lovely of them all. I think Sarah P tried to do that, failed. We called her out, but we do have an actual lovely in the chat. She joined us yesterday. I've not seen her for a while, but she did join us yesterday. Hey, they're doing well. You want them? New England Patriots are the best, simply the best, better than all the rest. Right, I see. Right, I have to play this song now because none of you fucking liked it. So it's your own faults, people. Press the like, press the like, press the like, please. Press the like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribe. Like and subscribe, everyone. Let's fucking go. Here we go. Right. There you go. One person listened. Happy days. Thank you. Right. Let's have a look here now then. Law and crime are not there yet, but let's make double sure. I will be making. I love singing. I love it. I'm just working on a song now, which I'll play once I get the everything on it. I just need to. Actually, I could do it now, couldn't I? Let me find. Hello, Christine. How are you, my darling? Hope you're doing well. Right, hang on. I need to find something here for a second, and then we'll be good. But if I play this, I need to. If I play this, I then need to mute here for a second. So bear with me. Thank you, Ellen. No, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. And hello, Christine. Please tap the like button. Yes, please do. Right, bear with me, people. How long do I need it? I got to do this quick video, and then I will be straight back with all of you. So bear with me for 1 second, people, whilst I do this, and then I will love you and come back. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it all. So I think I got it. There will be a video we'll play once the trial starts because I can put it all together. Hopefully, at that point, I just need a little bit of time to put it all together. How are we, Rhonda? How are you? How are you, Rhonda? Nice to see you, my darling. See, some people say men can't multitask, and you would be correct because I can't do two things at once. So I had to mute myself whilst I did that very quickly. Anyway, so let me search for Core TV to see if they've got anything going because the the what do you call it? Law and crime don't. So let's get this. Uh, right, Court TV. Court TV. Oh shit, on YouTube, not on. I don't need it on there. Oh, you see, I'm trying to do two things here now, and oh, now I messed it up. YouTube. YouTube. Anyway, is everybody? How are you, everybody? Are we good today? What's happening? Everyone's quiet. Chat's quiet. Lady Di came in, and all of a sudden we went quiet. Right, Core TV, but there's nothing happening, so that's okay. Um, maybe I can get Amy to come. Yeah, maybe. Halloween party around corner that night as well. Ooh, Halloween party. Where's that? Where's the party? I'm scared to go places he's at. Crazy people, and he's pissed off. Many never know when alcohol's involved. That's true. Never know when alcohol is involved. You're right. I have no idea what that was. I just pulled it up. I have no idea what everyone's talking about. You know it, babes. I don't. I have no idea what's going on. Thanks for calling me babe. So, Jersey Jen. TB one. Yeah, TB's got one on the 24th, doesn't he? Dalan, you here on the 24th? I am. Yes, I am here on the 24th. 24th, and that is the evening of Halloween party for Turtle Boy. J Mark, good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? I can't be quiet. No, I know, but you can't message me back either. Um, so you can't multitask. So I can't multitask, but neither can this woman here. She can't multitask either. So, I'm joking. Hoping today goes well. J Mac's gone in for her cancer treatment, her weekly cancer treatment today. I hope it goes well. Hopefully, you can concentrate more on that than giving me a boost today. But yeah, got everything. Big hugs to you, J Mac. Big hugs to you, my darling. Hope it all goes well. Delaney told us to wait, so we were here sitting quiet. You're never quiet, but Dazzle, you're never freaking quiet. Um, who is he? Who's what? I don't know who's what. You see, I'm confused now. Babysitters are hard to come by for me, and I wouldn't take Aiden lol. We will see hate. Morning, J Mac. J Mac, good morning, darling. Dennis Sweeney. Dennis Sweeney is in the house, is he? Hey, Dennis, how are you? Slept on this drive in. I'm so tired. I know. I know. Morning, Amy. Good morning, Dennis. J Mac. Um, J Mac, my prayers are with you from someone who knows exactly what you're going through. There you go, Amy. Yes, Amy's been through it. Dr. Turtle and JFK. Oh, JFK's having a Halloween party, is he? In the same city on the 24th. Oh, no, really? Turtles is a costume party Halloween. JFK is much music, more intimate. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that JFK was having one as well. Oh, no. So that's two that people are going to have to choose then. Shit. JMac blessings. Morning out on hike. Good day, everyone. Good day to you, Dennis. I'm when I'm trying to listen to the voices. Good morning, Jersey Jen. I'm Bad Dazza. Right. Let me. Do I switch or not? Do I switch or not? You see, lawn crime's a pain in the ass. Just go live, lawn crime, for fuck's sakes. I always try and come. I always do. You know. If you meet to the party, yeah, which one's everyone going to? That's the question. Which one are you going to hate? Ooh, it's like a hate corruption said when he's involved. Yeah, who's he? Who is he involved? Ah, that's where you confuse that. So, who are we talking about? Hate? Who are we talking about? Oh, here we go. Good. Right. It is actually. I could put it on screen now, but we're not like. It's not. Oh, let me just check if the boost is on. No, it's not. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Which one are you going to, Delan? I'm not a Halloween person, but depends where all the chicks are going. Ba, 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 da, ba. No, I'd probably, if I go to any, it'll be Turtle Boys. If I go to any, it'll be Turtle Boys. Um, if Erica Walsh is organising it, do you think I get a choice? Which one I go to? My sister will be dragging me to Turtle Boys. I'm not committed, I don't think, to anything, but Erica, I think, is organising the Turtle Boy one, so I will be. Uh, I'm 99% sure that if I do go to one, it will be the Turtle Boy one. I didn't even know that JFK was having one. Um, right, so that's, well, we're set. We got everything. I just need to do the video then, and then which I can do once the court starts, or I can sort of try and do now, but I don't want to do too much of it now because that means I can't then talk to the beautiful chat. If you go, I'll go. I know you won't get a choice. I think Eric will make you go to the. Yeah, she's already told me I'm going to a Halloween party, so I presume it is that one. I presume it's that one. I do not get a choice in my itinerary, and I love it. Um. So yeah. So yeah, I will be at that one. Love Turtle, but not sure depending on who's coming in. Who's? Oh yeah. I understand. You may not want to say it publicly, but I am interested. Who are you avoiding? I'm interested. Don't say in the chat because obviously I don't want to get into any trouble. But I am nosy. We all are nosy. I want to know who we need to avoid. Right. Okay, that's fine. I will do that. Look, I need to concentrate on the chat now. I can't be doing videos whilst I'm doing chat. Anyway, so yeah. Back on this one. This trial should be done. They say closing's either tonight or tomorrow. I will not be doing an all-nighter tonight. I can't. I have to be up super early tomorrow. Um, um, so I need to go. I need to be up about 6:30 tomorrow morning. I got to go to hospital, so I cannot stay up late tonight. Um, well, then I will go to Tills to see you. There you go. Hate. I'll be in an old-fashioned Playboy bunny costume. Happy days. I will go as a topless waiter. I'll just go with my speedos. We'll go in our speedos, and what we'll do is we'll get Dana and Dennis on this on it as well. They'll be walking down the street.
Dana and Dennis walking down the street. Dana and Dennis, the kind I'd like to meet. Dana and Dennis, they used to wear these tight old thongs. They didn't like them, so they're gone. Dana and Dennis walking down the street. Dana and Dennis, the kind you'd like to meet. Dana and Dennis. These two who look at them, they're definitely growers, not showers. Dana and Dennis walking down the street. Dana and Dennis, the kind I'd like to meet. And I can't wait to go to meet these two speedos pro. Oh, oh. See you in Boston, boys.
There you go. There you go. Me too. So curious who he is. I know. I'm as well. We're all nosy bitches, though. I'm a nosy bitch as well. So, but I do understand hate. I know when I put it in chat. Um, oh, happy days. Hello, Lou. How are you, my darling? Nice to see you. J Mac, good morning, honey. Go in a kilt. Do you know if you wear a kilt, the tradition is you do not wear anything underneath it. If you wear kilt, you have to go naked, basically. So I'm not sure I'm that brave. It's cold. Do you know what I mean? And I cannot afford it to shrivel up anymore. Do you know what I mean? They would be going, "What's that prawn doing there?" Speedos, exactly. Speedo men. Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? There we go. Right. Let's do this. Let's do it. Dana understands what I'm on about. Dana knows it. You know, as a man, you any kind of cold, whew, you got to keep down there warm. Here we
Jurors
go.
are all in the back, I'm told, all of our jurors. Okay. Any issues to address before we get started with the evidence? From the state? Any
Like
issues
you,
to
yeah,
address
yeah.
before we get started with the jury? No? Y'all ready for the jury?
Are you all ready
All
for
right,
this?
let's bring the jury. We'll get started.
Are you all ready for this? All ready for this? Okay, we are ready, are we? So we need to, as always, Bex is here. We are ready to start now, everyone. Bex is here. Jump on those beds, stress those mattresses out, get the videos on. Let's do some OnlyFans, people. Um, let's strap her in or strap her on, whichever one you prefer, and we'll get going. If you do like to strap her in, obviously, just join our friend.
Bing bong a bing bong bay, bing bong a bing bong bay, bing bong a bing bong bay. Scott likes to wear lingerie.
Thank you, Scott. There, right? We are ready. We are ready to rumble. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hello, Bex, Bex. Hello, Bex, Bex. Psych. Right, let's go, Lou. Let's go, Budgie Smugglers. You know it does. You know it. You're the same as me and Dana. Right, let me put this in. Scotty is amazing. Scott is one of the heroes. Everyone loves Scott. Also, can we everyone calm your tits for a minute here, right? Can we all calm our tits for a second here, right? I always address it once, right? Because just in case we need to address it. I don't think we need to address it, but I will address it. If you are called a nosy bitch or anything like that, it's all done with love, yeah? Like, there's no one I insult more than this guy here. We all like to have a bit of fun here, and there's nothing ever serious, so we all have fun. But I've heard some comments that people are like, "Oh, you can't be calling women bitches." I'm not. They're fucking weirdos. I mean, I'd call myself a prick. You know what I mean? It's all in fun. It's all in jest. If you don't like it, then sorry. The door's down there somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I can't do anything with it. And if you want to look at a piece of shit, you know what you're looking at. Where's he gone? Where's the piece of shit when we need him? There he is. There he is. And if you don't like stuff like that on the screen, that's fine. If you don't like dildos and stuff like that, that's fine. As we said at the start, you just leave. It's fine. Some people are way too sensitive people. This world, we're in it for a short time. So let's have a good time during a short time. So if you don't like my sense of humor, that's absolutely fine. Go and find someone else. If you don't like sarcasm, if you don't like dark humor, that's fine. But I'm going to talk about tits. I'm going to talk about dicks. I'm going to, well, dicks like this. I'm going to talk about all of them. I'm going to love some of you. I'm going to hate some of you. I'm going to insult some of you. But let's just know it's all in love. Yes, fuck them. We don't want them here anyways. I'm hearing on the streets people rumbling about it. Fuck off. And I don't mean that. Like, I actually mean that. Fuck off. Not you guys. Them. Fuck off. Let's have some fun. If you take offense to it, this is not the channel for you. If you don't like some, some bare nipples, there she is. If you don't like that, then you're not going to enjoy this channel. So just move on. I just suggest you move on because you're not going to like me. Anyway, we are back on it. We are going to talk about dildos later tomorrow, I think. Today's stream is all about this case, and then we'll go to dildos and lubes and ass, whatever stuff tomorrow probably. So I just want to clear that. I will clear it up again if I need to, but yeah, it's all in fun. If you take offense to it, then this channel was not the right channel for you in the first place. So you rip on me almost as much as Dana. No, I rip on you more. J-Mac is probably one of the most selfish people I've ever met in my life. I've asked her for tit pics and she will not send me any tit pics. Selfish. I show her my tits all the time. So I'm a bitch babe in total control of herself. Hate me online for various reasons. I look at it, their problem. Absolutely, I really don't care. I really don't care. I mean, if people want to do whatever, be you guys. All I'll say is support who you want to, be friends with who you want to, whatever. We don't want drama here. And if it comes back to me, I'm like, fuck, it's over my head. We're here for a good time. Right. Dance, eat, have fun. Also see the Lance dimples. How rude of you, J Mac. I know. I always said. She said to me, "Oh, I got bruising on my because she's obviously got a port in her chest. She got, I got bruising." I was like, "Well, send me a pic then." Oh, I can't. Shows my nip. I show my nipples all the time. Fucking hell. But yeah, much love to you, Amy. Much love to you all. If I do call you anything, that means I do love you, except for Lady Di. So thank you, everybody. I just want to clarify that because some people actually think I'm being serious when I call you a lazy bitch. I mean, I am serious when I call Lady Di a lazy bitch, but everyone else, I do actually love you, most of you. So, right. Now I've lost my place. Here we go. We are here. He did ask. I did ask him for dick pic. He said no. It was too cold. He said he'll send me one tomorrow instead. He needs to stretch it. He said, which is fine. I know the struggles when you need to stretch your dick. So I understand. But the worst thing is though, if J Mac asked me for a dick pic, I'd say it straight away. It would be no issues whatsoever. That's the difference between men and women, you know. We're not selfish. Anyway, I am joking. Thank you everybody for being here. I do really appreciate you all being here. But yeah, I want to clarify that I really don't give a fuck if you don't want to be here. See you right. And also, as I said to you days before, there are some channels that are really, really good there. That will cover stuff in depth. That's not me. I want to have fun. It's really hard to watch these trials because they're quite heavy. So if we can lift up, lift me up, that song, then I'll try and do it. I'd rather have comedy than to have anything else. Right, I need to ban Lady Di here. So people can be, did you tell them it was Dana's fault? I did. It's all Dana's fault. Right, let's do this then. Let's get this over here. And let's get ready to rumble.
And you may inquire of the witness.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just to clarify, Amy, yes, you've got a big heart. You got a big heart. You got big jugs. You go, girl. Just don't change, Amy. You're fine. Flaunt it, Amy.
If you could just state your full name and spell your last name.
It's Elizabeth Bedolla, Bedolla.
Fuck off. Was I muted? Ah, for fuck's... I was just saying nice things about Sarah P as well. I was just literally saying nice things about Sarah P. Damn, I can't repeat them though. So, right. I need to get this name. No worries at all. Hello, Mel. Mel, you're lovely as well. You're all lovely people because you're here. Right. Right. Let's go here now then. Such a shame though, saying nice things about Sarah as well. Damn. I wish you'd have heard me. Right. I need to catch her name, so help me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you could just state your full name and spell your last name.
It's Elizabeth Bedolla, Bedolla.
Okay, and you
Ah,
are
fuck.
Tanya's mother,
Did anyone
correct?
catch
That's
that?
correct.
I need to go back. I didn't catch that.
Full name and spell your last name.
It's Elizabeth Bedolla, Bedolla.
Okay, and
Got it.
you are Tanya's mother, correct?
That's correct.
I want to show you what's been marked for identification. States Exhibit 146. Do you recognize this?
Yes,
How do you recognize that photograph?
she's my daughter.
Okay, is that your daughter from when she was alive?
Yeah.
This time the state would move into evidence what's been marked for identification as States Exhibit 146.
No objection.
That item will come into evidence without objection.
And at this time the state will just publish what is marked or entered now as States Exhibit 146. Thank you, ma'am. I don't have any other questions.
Any questions from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may step down. And the state's next witness or item of evidence.
Yes, sir. People say before I call Rose Rosario.
Right. So that's Rose Rosario. Right. I'm all over the shop now. I'm all over the shop, and I blame Sarah P. If Sarah P wasn't late, we wouldn't be having this issue. Do you know what I mean? Sarah P, have you posted the links as well? Here she comes, marching in.
You can raise your right hand.
If you have, I'll go up and look for it.
Face the clerk.
You swear affirm that the evidence you about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, please? Thank you.
Or that way to witness.
Thank you, Sarah. And by the way, it was not a criticism, by the way. I thought I had to go back up and look and search for it. That's all. You're fine. Don't rush with the links. You're absolutely fine. Leave it. Go do your work. It's fine. I was only this is the only one I needed just because I wanted to pin this. And if you had sent it, I was going to go back and see where it was. Thank you, Sarah.
And you may inquire of the witness.
Morning.
Good morning.
Can you state your name for the record and spell your last name, please?
Yes, Rosario, Rosario.
Okay. And Ms. Rosario, what do you do for a living?
I am a interpreter, translator, transcriber practitioner.
Okay. Go ahead and give the jury a thumbnail sketch of your education, your training, and your experience, please.
Yes, good morning. I was trained by the Uruguayan Air Force. I was a diplomat interpreter, translator, and transcriber. Later, I started working in 2004 with homicide units for the 19th Circuit Court, and then with the 17th Circuit Court, doing transcriptions and translation.
And where is the 17th Circuit?
17th Circuit is in Broward.
Broward County?
The Broward courts, yes.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No problem. I got my certification in 2012 as a transcriber, translator practitioner. And I've been working the field close to 21 years.
Okay. And just some background questions. Where did you grow up?
I grew up, I was born in Cuba. I came when I was in the second grade. So I was raised in Hialeah, Miami area.
Okay. And were you raised in a home where Spanish was the primary language?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And did you learn English? Obviously, you know English, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. And how well do you know Spanish? It's obvious, but how well do you know Spanish?
Oh, very well. My parents made sure that the Spanish language was not lost when we started school. So we had to take Spanish lessons all the way from elementary to high school.
Okay. And did your parents, did they only speak Spanish, or were they able to learn English as well?
No, they learned English. They were nurses, so they
Okay.
learned English.
Okay, good. And did you have any formal education in Spanish?
No, not formally, just the one that you take in school, advanced Spanish. And Spanish was always spoken in the at home.
Okay.
And then I married into a Spanish home also.
Okay. And you said that you worked for the Uruguayan Air Force?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and describe that experience for the jury.
Okay, I worked as a diplomat, interpreter, translator, and transcriber.
Are you
So,
having difficulty hearing the witness? You can keep your voice up.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, at the Uruguayan Air Force, I was trained as a diplomat, interpreter. I was the interpreter for the assistant air attaché. So we did all the interpreting for all the foreigners, vendors that came to the office. I translated everything that was done in that office was received in Spanish and had to be translated into English. And then with the vendors, it had to be translated back from the English into the Spanish to give back the responses to the Uruguayan Air Force. It was your purchasing office.
Okay. And you did that for how many years?
5 years.
40 hours a week?
Yes.
Okay. And from that point forward, where did you go and what did you do as it relates to to Spanish and Spanish translation and interpretation?
I started, let's see, in 2004. I went back, I got away from the interpreting field for a little bit. I did real estate. Then in 2004, I got back again into the interpreting field, and I started working with 19th Circuit Court, doing the transcribing for jail calls, confessions, everything pertaining to homicide cases.
Okay. And go ahead and you mentioned that you had obtained a certification.
Yes.
Can you explain that to the jury, please?
Yes, in 2012, I got a professional certification for the transcribing, it's called transcribing translator practitioner. And by that time, I already had acquired about 5,000 hours of transcribing and translating for the Uruguayan Air Force. From 2008 to the present, I've acquired 4,500 hours in homicide cases for translating and transcribing.
Okay, and to be clear, the primary language of Uruguay is Spanish.
Yes.
Okay. And describe the transcription process for the jury. Tell the jury about that.
Okay. First, we get the sound file or the audio files. We listen to it. You have to listen to it several times before you start transcribing so that you can get familiar with the voice, the speech pattern, the volume. Once you hear it a couple of times, then you start the transcribing process. The transcribing process is done before you start the translating part. Once you have that, if you take a look at the format, you have a column that's in Spanish and a column that's in English. So once all the transcription is done, it gets proofed. We proof it to make sure that we've got everything down that was transcribed. After that portion is done, then we start with the translating part.
Okay. And let me ask you this. Is there a difference between translation on one hand versus interpretation on the other?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain that distinction to the jury.
Okay.
Please.
So the interpreters interpret orally. The translators, we do documentation, word documentation. Everything that's in the written form, it's a translator. Versus the interpreter, which does oral.
Okay, so as a practical matter, is there a big distinction between the two? Describe the distinction in practical terms to the jury.
Yes, there's a big distinction. It's two different professions. Sometimes there are translators that also do interpreting, and the same way interpreters that do translator, but it's a different field. Interpreters go in and out. They interpret on the fly. Translators have more time to work with the document. We're able to research and go over and over again the document or the files that we're working with.
Okay, so and again, to put it in practical terms, let's say I were to call a witness who only spoke Spanish. Would you be the person to interpret that to the jury, or would you not do that?
No, that would be an interpreter.
Okay, so to be clear,
Erin Hart drives all day. If you want a lift from Erin, just flag her, that's okay. Erin Hart drives the bus round the streets all day, picking up all you stragglers and you widows on the way. Erin Hart, jump on board with Erin Hart. all ye widows, come to chat. Amidt all of El Chatin. Erin Hack drives a bus all day, picks you all up and brings you to El Chati for the day.
So hopefully that was, I literally did that I did the songs I think 2 tries, and then the video obviously is spliced together. So yeah, that was funny. Hey, Robin G is in the house. Robin G, by the way, message from you from Jersey Jen because you were late. She says, "Morning all, Robin G package on the way for Dylan." So there you go, Robin G. That's a message from earlier on from Jersey Jen. There you go. Well, there's plenty of animals there for you all to choose from. You're all some of them. I'm not sure about the wicked smart bit. I thought that you might be I was going to leave it in there with a snake. Uh, no, I don't know. Something a bit fun. Here we go. Anyway,
You're doing is
I'm going to make some coffee. I'll be back now.
translation. You're not doing interpreting.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. And were you provided some evidence in this case, the state of Florida versus Jose Soto-Escalera?
We were provided with sound files and videos.
So I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 169. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Okay. What is that?
This is the denoised audio video, about 11 hours long.
Okay.
That we worked on.
Is that an external hard drive that contains the audio and video and all the materials you reviewed in order to arrive at your conclusion in this case?
Yes.
Okay. And did you translate the August 24th, 2018 video and audio from a Waste Pro garbage truck?
Yes.
Is that what's on there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you reduce your findings to a written transcript?
Yes.
Okay. And does that transcript reflect what you listened to when you listened to exhibit number 169?
Yes.
Okay. And Your Honor, permission to publish using the same procedure we did yesterday?
You can ask the witness questions about content of sections of the item.
He's referring to having another person come in to read.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but in that form, yes.
Yeah,
You do.
okay. We're going to go get Mr. Blanc. And while we're doing that, tell the jury how many hours that you spent on exhibit number 169 and arriving at your conclusions.
Okay. Like I said, it was an 11-hour video. We spent close to 110 hours, between 110 to 150 hours working on the videos.
Okay. Okay. Over a period of how many weeks or months?
About 2 months, 2 to 3 months. Because the way you do this, you can't work on these more than 5 hours. It's too exhausting. So we do sessions of 4 to 5 hours tops.
Okay. And okay. Here's Paul. Do you have a copy of your transcript? You can use mine.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so So, Ms. Rosario,
Mhm.
can you, we'll start off on page 1. And Mr. Belanca will play the role of the individual that can be more audible. Ms. Rosario, you will play the role of the individual that is less audible. Does that make sense? As we described in my office?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and start on page 1. Ms. Rosario.
Know what's crazy? All these gloves are,
Throw all that out.
it's garbage.
Inaudible.
Where the hell is the ox tape at?
That's in the bag. Oh Lord, I'm tired.
Can't stop thinking about that. I have provided a lot.
Huh?
Things that are running in my head.
Why?
Can't think about it later. That I would have unintelligible.
Well,
You can't be mad at people.
huh?
You can't be mad at the people.
Yep.
We can throw it in there.
Put on the gloves.
Okay.
Yes.
They love approaching this. This stuff should have been done way before now. J Mark, if you're here, oh, what a beautiful picture, J Mark. J Mark sent me a picture. That's a nice picture, J Mark. I was scared about wearing that because it's white. My dirty fingers will be all over it.
Let me return to line 20. You follow me, Ms. Rosario?
Yes.
Okay, line 20. Go ahead and read all of that particular section, please.
Okay. We can throw it in there. Put on the gloves.
Line 21.
Okay. The ones of that black.
What the fuck? Not again. No, it suits you. It suits you. But the chart was saying yesterday I'm really good with my fingers, so my fingers will be dirty all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be like the rainbow before I know it. But it looks really nice.
Mr. Belanca. Yeah.
We can throw it in there.
I'm on.
Put on the gloves.
The ones of that black.
Yeah. Stay with those. Don't because they have my prints. Pretend that nobody sees you. Sure, it's good. Right here, bro.
Just open the door.
We can throw it out in the España.
Inaudible. Almost there. Inaudible.
Can back up. We'll do it inside, man. It's best. It would be good with trash. If it don't work out, okay.
Back and forth. Back and forth through there. It's coming.
Take it out of the bag. Put on the gloves. Take it out that I'm going to inaudible. Sure, it's right here.
Who's gonna find a gun there, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, ain't nothing outside.
That was incorrect. We need to go back. As far as who speaks the line, correct? Sure.
Right. Right. Okay. Oh, they're going back.
Please
Motherfuckers.
leave your notes in your chairs and do not discuss the case.
No, different conversation. Just This is taking the piss now. Do you think that he uses... His hair looks a bit different, more greasy today. So maybe no semen today. I don't know. I agree, Sarah P. Lulu. How are we doing, Lou? How is the new house going, Lou? Hope you're settling in well. Ba-da-da-da.
All right, we'll go off the record as the transcript is being highlighted to avoid the wrong parts being spoken. Go off the record momentarily.
Right, well, this is the beauty of me giving the speech this morning. We can zoom now. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Or we can have Rose Rosario read it.
I think we could just skip it.
No, I want that, there's a third person in the
We'll have Rose
translation,
Rosario read it.
but she needs to make certain that it's a different person.
I gave a speech telling everyone to fuck off if they think I'm going to apologize for calling you lot bitches and all that. You can call me a bitch if you want, that's fine. But some people are whinging that I call the chat names. I mean, it's fun. So I was just bitching about bitching.
Well, I don't know how you can accomplish that.
You could,
She'll say it.
one of the prosecutors could read that line.
Agree with that
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
methodology.
Before you do, though, before we get started, we'll go back from the beginning, reread the whole thing.
Yeah.
And if you want to just clarify through the witness that at some point there's a third voice,
Mhm.
and that will be stated by whoever's going to state that.
Right.
You're still doing the highlighting? Okay, take your time.
Nothing, Lady Di. Basically, we had about 5 witnesses in the last 30 minutes just going in. Hello, Juliet. We had about 30 minutes, just different witnesses saying, do you recognize this person? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Juliet. There are 3 translations, people. There are 3 translations. So there are 3 translations. Lucky I'm here. There's 3 translations, everybody. Right, we're now live. I was just this morning, for those just coming, I was just reminding people this morning, they're all different. Yes, they're all different. Reminding everyone this morning that as long as everyone's respectful in chat, and it's a good fun, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So, and if you don't like some of the lingo or the swearing, there's other chats and there's other channels, is what I was trying to say to people this morning. Some people might get offended that I call you all lazy bitches. Well, I'm sorry, but if the truth hurts, what am I supposed to do about it? Not my fault we got a chat full of lazy bitches, you know. But luckily, me and Bad Daz are here, so we keep it up, like, you know. Not complaining. It's more of a, some people like to start stuff up and say how disgusting and vile this channel is. But we're not. We're not disgusting and vile. We are just us. We're just different. We're just different. But that's all you are. I don't want to speak about it anymore because, you know what? We are who we are. If I have to be respectful, I'm out. Fuck. Thank God for that. Right. Can we all be respectful? Juliet, enjoy this chat. Thank you, Juliet. As long as you got a sense of humor,
Right, he's not present.
Then
Yes, sir. If you'll take a look at page 3.
Fuck, this is to my head in. As long as people are respectful. Oh, not even that. Fuck it. Just enjoy yourself. Life's too short, people.
Ms. Rosario, can you please explain, if you take a look at page 3, line 30.
Oh, the jury back in, right? Let's get back to it then. Jury back in. Let me get this back up here.
37. Just tell the judge what you told me about page 3, line 37.
Exactly, Badaza. Basically, all he'd have to be is do not be a Sarah P or do not be a Dana. That's all. Don't be a dick like Dana, and don't be a Sarah P. You're fine.
On page 3, the box 37, they stepped out of the truck, so we were not able to see who was the person speaking. I just transcribed the conversation as I heard it without designating anyone because I wasn't able to see who was doing the talk.
From the reading, as we cannot attribute it to what we're now calling the closer participant and the further away participant.
No objection.
All right, so you're both agreeing just not to read that?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Entry 37. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, maybe the jury aren't there then.
Otherwise, ready for the jury? They're still doing the highlighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, Robin G, I thought that you and Lady were just grunted. Just ignore. Don't be like Robin G and Lady Di. I thought that was just a given, to be quite honest with you. Just a given. I want people to come in like Bex came in her first day and we told her to fuck off and she still stayed and she's fun. And hate comes in. Here she goes, goofy wankers. Yes, that's another word that you can call yourselves. Don't take yourselves too seriously, people. Life's too short. That's my motto, innit? I understand that some people like to take things seriously, but I try not to, you know. There's times to be serious and time not to be serious. That's true. You got Jizzy. Well, Jizzy Jen must have a screw loose in her head if she stayed as well. I don't know how she stayed. So, are we ready for the jury? Fucking hell. I know. I mean, I'm done with this trial. We've got to see it through, but I'm done with this trial. Do you know what I mean? If I had a big following, I would rant about it, but I don't. I'm not sure what you're going to rant about. Well, internet isn't for the soft. Nothing wrong being soft sometimes. That's what Viagra was born for. Hate. No Viagra shaming here, please. Dana, I got some. I'll bring some over for you, Dana. Next time I come over in October. Make that list. Viagra for Dana. I need to remember that. Shit. Thanks for reminding me, Hate. Thank you. You, the lad. Thank you. Exactly, Hate. Big isn't always better than thank fuck for that, Hate. That's all I'll say for that is thank fuck for that. There's hope. I have hope then. I have hope then, my darling. You and me could be big friends then, Hate. I like that attitude. Big isn't always better. Thank you. Thank you, Hate. We need more Mels in the world. We need more Mels in the world. Because this one always told me bigger the better. Bigger the better, J-Mac tells me. That's why I can't send her any dick pics. Hate corruption, I will be as hard as you want. Bazinga. Badaza. I'm sitting here, dying laughing. I look like a weirdo. Well, you are a weirdo. We know that anyway, J-Mac. But you know what? J-Mac is in there having cancer treatment and she's laughing. Isn't that what it's all about? Someone is in hospital having cancer treatment and they are laughing. Isn't that what we should be doing? Making joy in the world rather than hate in the world. There's enough hate, there's enough drama. Let's try and make some good in the world. So I'm glad that we can make you laugh. Last time that J-Mac laughed this hard was when I sent her a picture of my dick. She did laugh then as well. So bad. California dreaming. Lady, you have a channel. She does not. She does not have a channel. Hey, Tutty Pip. Again, how are you doing, my darling? Hope you're well. Do you like the Zach? Picture of Zach, free Zachariah Anderson promotion? That was just me laughing, walking by people while listening to J-Mac. J-Mac, so happy you're making you laugh. And exactly. Hate corruption, no ma'am, but I have X is really what I was referring to. I appreciate you all so much. You always brighten my days up. Happy days, Dudley. Well, he's supposed to be front and center. Shit, hang on. Oh, the court's muted. Thank fuck for that. I thought it was me. The court's muted. True facts, Juliet. Exactly. We see enough, trials that saddens us and stuff like that. Let's, try and bring some light into the world. Okay, you're listing Washington walls.
That is the.
I do not want to know why your walls are dirty, hate, but Robin G does love it. I can attest to that. She loves it. Right, let me go get my coffee then.
Cannot determine
Correct.
who the speaker is.
Just off the record, Mr. Richardson said no one's reading MV3, and that's not accurate. The state's going to read MV3
I'm gonna read
on the other
MV3 on
page.
page
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the one that
37.
we did.
No one's reading
Usually
37.
we do.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right, I will be back now. 2 seconds.
Let's bring the jury in. I'm going to tell them we're going back to the start. I'm going to tell them about the transcripts not being evidence, the evidence being what's said in court, and give them instructions on that to assist them in deciding whether to take notes.
Yes, Juliet. The appeal went in yesterday or the day before. So he's appealing, yes. We are big supporters of him here. I mean, if a lot of evidence was not submitted, basically, so he's got a good chance for an appeal, I think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in the witness and the conduit witness, as I refer to it, reading the evidence, there was some slight mishaps, which is going to cause us to go back to the beginning. You should know the testimony in this regard is going to be much shorter than the one you experienced previously. Also, I wanted to tell you before we get started, too, as I've mentioned, it's up to you to decide whether or not to take notes. But in making your decision, I think you should know this information. With regard to the translation evidence, which is what we're doing here, the evidence is what is being said in court here. The transcripts themselves that the witnesses are using to do that are not evidence pursuant to law and will not be available to you during deliberations. So please be aware of that. You should know, though, too, during deliberations, should you need to, you do have the ability to re-listen to the testimony, to be brought back into the courtroom, and I would replay the testimony to you. You would have to hear the testimony in its entirety unless we were to determine otherwise, but that is the default legal position. So I just tell you that in your decision whether to take notes. And as I mentioned before, disregard what you heard previously because there are some slight errors in it. We're going to go back, the state's going to go back and restart the testimony in that regard. And you may do so, Mr. Richardson.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And Mr. Rosario, before we begin, are parts of this also in English that the speakers are using? Are they using a mixture of Spanish and English, or is it completely Spanish?
Sometimes it's in Spanish. Sometimes they use what we call Spanglish, which is a word that it's anglicized. Or they switch code, which is they speak in a sentence in English and Spanish.
Okay. And a few more questions. Are you familiar with Spanish that's like variations of Spanish, like Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Okay. Explain briefly to the jury your experience with Spanish derived from Puerto Rico.
Okay. Although I was raised in a Cuban family, my husband, whom I was married to for 25 years, is Puerto Rican.
Okay. Do you have any trouble or difficulty understanding Puerto Rican?
No.
Puerto Rican Spanish?
No,
okay.
The regionalisms, no.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to start again, and we're going to start on page 1.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start with line.
The other part where Mr. Cormier is going to be assisting what's going on there.
Yes, Ms. Rosario, is it your understanding that Mr. Cormier, is there a third participant within this particular item of evidence?
Yes.
Okay, explain that to the jury.
Yes, there's a third participant, which is when they get to the weight station and the guy that's doing the weights, the scales and all.
This had
A brief
the
explanation of why someone else is speaking. Without
getting into.
This should be done by yesterday, all the trial, but because of all this, we're going to be here for another day and a half.
What you saw and what you heard, just why is there a third party there?
Because they get to the weight station and
just as far as the voices heard and why there's a third speaker, just focus on that, not with regard to what's going on in the context.
we designate a voice number for everyone, for every speaker that we hear. So number 3 would be that person.
Number 3, again, is an unknown party.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start.
Okay. Know what's crazy? All these gloves are inaudible.
Throw all that out.
It's garbage.
Inaudible.
Inaudible. Where the hell is the aux tape at?
That's in the bag. Oh Lord, I'm tired.
Can't stop thinking about that. I have provided a lot.
Huh?
Things that are running in my head.
Why?
Can't think about it later. That I should have, I would have. Inaudible.
Well.
You can't be mad at people.
Huh?
You can't be mad at people.
Yep. We can throw it in there. Put on the gloves.
The ones of that
Yeah.
black?
Yeah. Stay with those. Don't let, because they have my prints. I'll pretend it nobody so that nobody sees you. Sure, it's good right here, bro.
Just open the door.
We can throw it out in the España.
Inaudible. Almost there. Inaudible.
Can back up? You know, we'll do it inside, man. It's best. It would be good in with trash. If it don't work out, okay.
Back and forth. Back and forth. Through there. It's coming.
Take it out of the bag. Put on the gloves. Take it out that I am going to inaudible. Sure, it's right here.
Who's gonna find a gun there, bro?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, ain't nothing outside.
Up to there is good.
Put it on the floor then.
Huh?
Put it on the floor.
If there are many cars, forget it. Go back.
Don't look that way. I'll tell you, inaudible. Ready to come inside?
Here. You don't have any messages or anything like that.
Where?
Of hers. Online.
Threatening her or something like that?
No.
No, none of that.
No. No.
There's none of that.
Inaudible. No. Inaudible.
Let me go see something. I did inaudible things. Good.
I could have done it alone.
Huh?
I could have done it.
You know why I showed my face? So that they don't assume.
Take the right. Where the hell are you going, bro?
When I get home, I have to go check it right there. You know what I need from you? Keep me occupied so I don't think. I was talking to a policeman friend of mine about things like this. He says it is not proof of anything. It is inaudible standard. That is not
Yeah.
like a revolver that leaves prints.
As soon as I walk in, all she looks at me and she says, inaudible. Somebody else. Inaudible. 6:45, bro. And don't call.
I left at the house 5:05 on top of the fucking pad.
Huh? Telephone call. Hello? Hey?
I have to go to the house. Got to go to my house right now. You hear me? Got to get something. Yeah.
Telephone conversation. I'm on the road. Inaudible. Can't get to inaudible. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm on the road.
Is she still at the house?
Huh?
At her house?
She's leaving. She told me she would like inaudible. Oh, God.
Well, I'll see you at the house because I have 4 cartridges bags on top of the pickup truck there that match the cassettes.
Where are you going to pick it up?
Now, move, dump that, go to the house. Should I tell Mike, inaudible, I'm driving and my wallet I left at home?
Can't be fucking. You can't think too much. You can't be back and forth because that's how you get caught.
That's tough.
You gotta act calmer.
Yeah, the auxiliary port cord. It's there in that bag.
Huh?
The auxiliary, I'm saying the wire.
I had it there, right there. This part here. You put it in.
Hold on a second.
Erin Hart, Erin Hart, Erin Hart drives all day. If you want a lift from Erin, just flag her, that's okay. Erin Hart drives the bus round the streets all day, picking up all you stragglers and you widows on the way. Erin Hart, jump on board with Erin Hart. All you widows come to chat and meet all of El Chatti. Erin Hart drives a bus all day, picks you all up and brings you to El Chatti for the day.
On page 5.
Yes. I had it here, right here, this part here. You put in the output and this little thing. You just put it, I put it right there and it all stays.
It's rolled up in that little black thing. You'll see it. It's in the top zipper. Where are you at? You're in the wrong place. There, right there. Should be wrapped up in a little black inaudible.
Inaudible.
I'll do it. Tell me what it is saying.
Welcome, right there. Inaudible, right there, inaudible. Main road.
Already dropped the kids off?
Inaudible. Did she have any money yesterday?
Huh?
She didn't have any money on her?
I didn't have time for that.
She didn't have money?
I don't know. Why?
Was asking. I should have went. I
think it.
Man, they're killing their beat, bro.
Why?
They went through his road.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Inaudible.
Who's the driver?
Johnny.
That means he's in there then, right?
Oh shit. That's a Waze Pro truck.
Yeah, put some like Aventura, like Bashada shit like that. Go on. Do you have some Romeo?
Huh?
Romeo Santos?
Santos? What kind of bullshit is that one? Definitely dirty.
That's inaudible dad.
Huh?
His dad.
Where?
In that yellow inaudible GTO.
Ah, my head keeps on hurting.
Inaudible.
Inaudible.
What time is it?
8 something. 8:16.
Let's see what the fuck he said.
Who? You wanted to go. Inaudible, right?
No.
Yawns out loud. Inaudible. You got one more.
Huh?
Inaudible. Up front.
Huh?
Inaudible.
I want to do it when I get out of here.
Inaudible.
Huh?
No man can be happy. Oh, that's all I need.
What?
I'm totally fucked.
Do you have water in there?
Inaudible.
Huh?
Inaudible. Something burnt?
Put something Traviano.
One's life, bro.
I need a fucking drink.
What are you going to do with this?
I have food.
You're gonna eat salad? We're here.
Get me a drink. My fucking mouth is dry.
Huh?
My mouth is dry. Did you hear me? Can you grab me a Monster or a Gatorade?
What?
Hey, inside.
You wanna inaudible?
Huh?
Ain't it?
Huh?
Inaudible.
Who?
You.
An orange one?
Inaudible.
Good.
Now you know how I feel when I get no sleep. I get dehydrated the next day.
It's hot out.
Eat this. Inaudible. The dehydrate will go away.
I like when inaudible.
If you eat this, you get hydrated.
You don't want to eat it? The last one?
Hippie chick,
Fuck you,
lady
bro.
die, spacey Stacy, walking those streets all night. You go, ladies, come and see what's going on now. Let's go, girls.
Nasty.
Want a sandwich? Hey, want to put your music on? Tastes good, right? Fuck that sandwich up. Rice and beans with ham?
Not yet. Why don't you turn it on? Hey, this bitch is bad enough. Inaudible. Lip syncing. Like right there.
There?
Lip syncing. What happened, bro? You're falling asleep.
I'm falling asleep. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. You have to put the The one of inaudible Gil. Put on the heavy music.
Lip syncing.
Do you know how I feel now? Like in a beer mode. I'm thinking crazy, I know. I'm going to have to feel as if I'm going out on a bank, bro. I'm inaudible if I have to. Can't do that though. Inaudible.
Can't do that too. Inaudible. Because I have to be calm like that now. Everything to them. It's fine.
Did she have a purse? Hers? No. If they find her now, they can't do the inaudible final because the mom is not called. She is not missing yet on this side. They don't consider her as missing. The what did she die of? What did she have? What does she have? So they will put her in a box, take her out the sun, inaudible, problem. And since she disappears like that for a couple of days, no one is going to be looking for her. I already took 2 baths when I got to her house, and I bathed this morning. I bathed. I cleaned my hands with the cleaner, the one for breaks, because I had gloves and everything just in case.
Did you see the blood?
Huh?
Did you see blood? Did you see?
I had it all over the clothes, but without the evidence, they can't do nothing. If something happens, no one saw the bag.
Inaudible.
Exactly. What's for dinner tonight, bro?
Huh?
What's for dinner tonight? I'm thinking pizza. You know, I can't go to that street no more.
Which, that one?
By that street.
You're confused with the streets like that.
By there no more with this truck. They can watch me also with that.
This is a work truck, man.
Huh?
This is a work truck. Inaudible.
Right. Did you make the landfill? Inaudible. Everything?
I hope so.
Inaudible. I want to move forward and get out of this mess. You got to run through this side right here. It's bigger. Inaudible.
Inaudible.
Hold that. Hold on so I don't lose it.
Lip syncing.
You said there should be one over here?
Huh?
Huh? There should be one over here?
Nothing there.
Huh?
Nothing there. Inaudible. Bro, look at her hair. Laughs out loud.
Watch there. From the back.
Inaudible.
Who?
I'm starving, man.
We'll get a little piece of food. I have to put my plate back of that. I'm going to put it there. The plate, put it back.
Of your car?
I took it off. The one that says Puerto Rico, I took it off. I have to put it back on. Do you smell that burnt shit? Smell it. What is that?
I don't know.
You smell it though, right?
Yeah, keep your eye on it. Can be your battery. Did it start otherwise right? Keep your eye on it. Radio still working?
Yes, sir. Thank you. He waved at us and everything.
He said it audible. Inaudible.
Huh?
Inaudible.
He waved at us. Nice and easy.
All right. What do you feel like cooking tonight?
I don't know.
All right, look.
That's probably what it is.
What?
The batteries. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Rosario. To do one more item here. Did you, were there portions of these videos and audios that were more difficult and less difficult to hear? Were more of them audible and some of them unaudible, or what? Can you explain that to the jury?
Yes, they were. All this was taking place in a truck, so there was a lot of noise, and he had the radio on also. It was difficult but doable.
We took a lot of time with it.
I'm going to go ahead and publish, give it, I'm going to go ahead and publish a part of it. And if you could translate that portion, and if you need to refresh your recollection with the transcript. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And for the record, the portion that we're going to start on is page 10, line 167 at 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 48 seconds. Mr. Rosario, ready?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the portion, the
So
section?
we're going to go to page 10,
Mm-hmm.
line number 167.
Okay.
Mr. Rosario, if you could refresh your recollection and tell the jury what was said at that portion.
On that side, on that portion, he was
Right, I'm confused. I gotta stop the chat because I'm confused now. Right, Hippie says, "Well, I know what you want to be going as, but if that said person shows up, I might be like, so not sure." I hate said something earlier on as well. I'm lost. You, Hippie Chair, you're gonna have to message me because I hate. Well, Mel said something earlier on as well about if some guy turns up, but I don't know who the fuck everyone's talking about. I'm lost. See, the hate corruption said it earlier, and I didn't stand. No, do I? I'm lost with all this. I have no idea what's going on. The audible marquee is because they were speaking, and this has been translated. Thank you, Hippie Chick.
saying, no, if they find her now, they can't do then it was inaudible. Final, because the mom has not called, she's not missing yet. On the side, they don't consider her as missing. The what did she die of? What did she have? What does she have? So they will put her in a box, take out the son, inaudible, problem. And since she disappears like that for a couple of days, no one is going to be looking for her.
I already took 2 baths. When I got to her house and I bathed, this morning I bathed. I cleaned my hands with a cleaner, the one for breaks, because I had gloves and everything just in case. Did you see the blood? Huh? Did you see the blood? Did you see? I had it all over the clothes, but without the evidence, they can't do nothing. If something happens, no one saw the bag. Exactly. What's for dinner tonight, bro? Huh? What's for dinner tonight? I'm thinking pizza. I think that's what somebody.
Okay, thank you. And to be very clear, the person who said I had it all over the clothes, but without the evidence, they can't do nothing, was that the individual that was easier to hear?
Yes, that was,
The individual that was easier to
yes,
Okay.
MV1, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Ms. Rosario, I appreciate your participation. I have no further questions. Defense counsel may have some for you, okay?
Cross-examination. Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, how many times have you testified in court?
This would be about the 7th time.
7 times. How many times of those were for the defense?
I believe a couple of times.
A couple?
Yes,
How many?
2 times.
2 times. Okay. You said that you spent 110 to 150 hours working on what we just heard.
Yes,
How much do you get paid an hour?
$95 an hour.
$95 an hour. Okay. You did a certification for that transcript that you just did the reading up.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And on your certification, you said pertaining to this case from 8/23/18 is a complete and correct transcript translation from Spanish to English. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So you certified that this was from 8/23/2018, correct?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.
Any questions? Further questions from the state?
If you look at your certification, 8/23/18, is that a typographical error?
I don't have the,
If I show you the certification, will that refresh your recollection?
yeah, I mean, if that's what I have.
No, that's fine. Hey, Mel, that's absolutely fine, Mel. That's absolutely fine. I think because everyone's chatting over each other, I think there were lots of cross wires about conversations. It's all good. Yeah, you're right, though. Everyone should be careful of everybody, no matter what. You're right. Absolutely, Mel. 100% agree with you. Yes, I get you, Hey. Don't you worry. I got you.
824. Okay, that's a typo.
Okay. Does the video, go ahead and read the video, title of the video and evidence into
Yes.
the jury, please.
The title is
I'll sustain the objection. I believe the item that's referred to is not in evidence, so it's asking for the witness to read something that's not in evidence.
Okay. Can you tell the jury this title is?
Objection.
Yeah. I want to show you the electronic copy of the file.
Objection,
From
Judge. Can we approve?
Exhibit 169.
Let me wait for a question. Let me see what the question is. The previous objection was sustained because the witness was being asked to say something to the jury regarding something that's not in evidence. You're using it to refresh your memory. You need to ask a substantive question. You can assist her in answering the substantive question. She can't ask her a question to read something that's not in evidence. So going forward with that clarification, ask another question.
Yes, sir. If I were to show you an electronic copy of the file that you used in arriving at your conclusions, would that refresh your recollection as to the date of the translation, as to the date of the video of the reporting in this case?
Yes, it's 824. There was just a typo where I'm referring to pertaining. But the body of the certification has the correct date,
Okay, so,
824.
okay, tell the jury again, what is the correct date of the video that you translated?
The correct date for the video is the one I have right on the text.
Any objection? You need to answer the question without referring to the document.
Oh, yes, the correct date is 8/24/2018.
Thank you.
Any further cross-examination?
Just briefly, but on the thing that's called a certification, you wrote that the date was 8/23/2018, correct?
That's on the bottom part. On the main text, it has 8/24.
I'm asking on the certification itself, the thing that's called certification. You're looking at it right now. It says 8/23/2018, correct?
That's the second part.
Okay, so we didn't even get that correct, right?
We have, it is correct on the main, what I am, the title that I am certifying
Ma'am.
is
ma'am,
8/24/2018.
Permission to approach the witness, Judge? I'm talking about the document entitled certification. This is the document.
Correct.
And that where the date is, the certifications is 8/23/2018, correct?
That is not the, that is not the certification. This is a preliminary certification which was emailed because they were in a hurry
Okay.
to show the judge. This is the final one. And it's got all the information.
Oh, so we got it wrong in the initial one and in that one, correct?
It is not, well, over here on the second part,
It says
8/23. But the text, what I am certifying is correct, August 24, 2018.
Okay, but it says 8/23/2018.
Objection.
At the
That's
bottom is a
I'll
typo.
sustain
The
the objection. I think
certification
it's been
is
asked and
24.
answered at this point.
No further questions.
Any further questions from the state?
No, sir.
May this witness, Mr. Rosario, be released from her subpoena at this time?
Yes, sir.
Any objection to releasing the witness?
No, Your Honor.
You may be released from.
Thank God for that. She's released. So one more to go, I think. Right, everyone, calm your tits, people. Calm your tits. Just do just to calm the tits. Let's do this.
Erin Hartree drives a bus, yellow bus, yellow bus. Erin Hartree drives a bus all day long. Bing bong a bing bong bay, bing bong a bing bong bay, bing bong a bing bong bay. Scott likes to wear lingerie.
Are those tits calm now? My tits are calm. My tits are calm. Look at that. Look at my tits, people. Hang on. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Look at that. Real and respectful men of Compton. Peter Murphy. Dennis Sweeney. There you go. Real, respectful men of Compton. If you know, you know. So there you go. And we got, resist the silence here as well. Go support Tracy and Dana as well. Amy says 2 favourite dudes right there. This is another one. Hey, Timmer. Suck it, Timmer. Timmer. Yeah, Timmer. So, right. I don't know what happened in the chat. Yes, right. Right, I don't know what's going on here, but we lost the chat. I blame. It's only one person to blame. Only one person to blame, and you know who that is. But we will get back on track now. We will get back on track, ladies. We're here now. We're back on track. Favorite moob? Absolutely. Tim likes to suck on my moobies. Moobies. Na 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 na. Moobies. Na 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 na. Yeah, people do know the facts. It's fine. Right. It's all good. Right, we need to get this up here now. Right, I think we clarify some stuff, which is good. What did Lou say? Lou is, I'm in the process of losing everything, putting up flat back furniture, mostly I'm losing patience. Now, if you know Lou, Lou is very calm, normally. Lou is very calm, but she's about to lose her shit, and I love it. I love it. Right, let's skip. Oh, here we go. Right, next. Right, let's.
Subpoena, you're free to stay or leave this.
Right, here we go. We can zoom now. Right. What's his name? What's his name? Let's listen to his name.
Can you state your name for the record and spell your last name?
My name is Christopher Newman. Last name is spelled Newman.
Okay. And during the course of your investigation, did you learn the location of the defendant's residence in August of 2023? Or
Yes.
I'm sorry, August of 2018.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what was the location of his residence? What was the street address?
I know it was on Cactus. The exact address escapes me right now.
2613 Southwest Cactus? Okay. Did the defendant live at 2613?
Objection, pleading.
It does not suggest the answer.
I'll overrule the objection. It's an open-ended question.
Did the defendant live at 2613 Southwest Cactus Circle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was a search warrant executed on that residence?
Yes, it was.
On what date?
I believe it was August 28th of 2018.
Okay. And did you recover, did anyone from the sheriff's office who executed that search warrant recover any clothes with blood on them?
No, we did not.
Did you recover any weapon with blood on it?
No, sir.
Okay. And sir, that is all the questions I have. Thank you.
Cross-examination?
No cross.
At this time, may Detective Newman be released, or you wish for him to remain under subpoena?
I wish to ask for a release.
Please step down, Detective. You do remain under subpoena. And the state's next witness or item of evidence.
Permission to break?
Sure.
Right, Tudley, we're still on state's case. Dylan, speaking of boobies, I need help cleaning my ceiling fans, shirtless cleaning with Dylan. That would be a private show, Mel. Private show.
Take a restroom break at this time for 10 minutes. Please do not discuss the case with each
Okay,
other.
we
Leave
go
your
on
notes in
break.
your chairs. We'll
Hang
be
on, let
with
me
you
put
in
this
10
first.
minutes.
148. So 148. Right, so we're about to go to a private show now. So you're all going to be kicked out. It's only Mel that's going to be left in. So we'll see you all later, people. Stay right there, Hate. We'll get the show on the road now. I'll kick everyone else out. Bear with me whilst I just change the settings. And I'll see you all in about 2 minutes. Can you imagine if I had that?
Less than 30 minutes.
Okay. All right, jury has exited. Just out of curiosity, before we break, how long do you anticipate the next witness can be?
Less than 30 minutes.
Okay. All right, let's take a restroom break. We'll go off the record.
Right, I'll be back. I did take your advice, Lady Di. I thought people might Tuddy Pips confused. Hate Corruption put a post up about me going topless helping her with the cleaning. I said it'll have to be a private show, so I'll start a stream just for me and Hate. I don't like decluttering either, people. Right, I can zoom this one now. This was about 5 minutes behind, so now we're live. Happy days. Mel's La Melons. Oh, I hope everyone's good now, though. Everyone's calmed their tits, and we are good, hopefully. Oh, Oh, Dennis Sweeney's back at home. Love it. Right, if you haven't heard the new song, I know it's not very catchy, but here you go. Erin Hart, Erin Hart, Erin Hart drives all day. If you want to live from Erin, just like her, that's okay. Erin Hart drives the bus round the streets all day, picking up all you stragglers and you widows on the way. Erin Hart, jump on board with Erin Hart. All you widows come to chat and meet all of El Chatti. Erin Hart drives a bus all day, picks you all up and brings you to El Chatti for the day. Right. We got this. So there's, I believe, 30 minutes left, and I think that's it for the state. I think then it goes to the defense. Their case in chief, then, I think, is what's going to happen. This is all like a shit show, this trial. This trial is, I'll say it, it's a shit show. I much prefer the other trial that we started to cover. It sounds a little bit more interesting, and it's more like, to be fair, all of you are experts in the other trial. Do you know what I mean? This one, there's no expertise, but the other one, full of experts. This, I agree, started off so good. I agree. And if it had been done in 2 days, like they said, it would have been excellent. And the defensive rested yesterday and opening statements today would have been great. But like the 2 days of disputing stuff that should have been disputed well in advance. It's annoying. It's annoying. But yeah. As a reminder, I will not be staying on tonight if there's verdict. I have to be up early in the morning. I have to go to the hospital tomorrow to give blood. So I'm not staying up. I need to go to bed. Yesterday I had 11 hours sleep, right? Today I had 4 hours. Well, 3.5 to 4 hours. I'm up and down. Up and down. I went to bed about, I fell asleep at 1 o'clock, Terry. 1 o'clock. It was over 10 hours yesterday, the stream was. So it was a long day yesterday. It's draining. But I couldn't sleep. I'm struggling to sleep. I'm tired now. But tomorrow's going to be a long day. If we've got closings, then I'll play day 3 and 4 then. They're currently on day 5. So we'll be catching up on that. So you ladies will be in your element tomorrow at some point. Dave will have a lot of questions. But I'll be careful you don't get used to it. The sleep, no, it's my testosterone is bad, Daza. They're trying to fine tune that. So that's why I'm giving bloods tomorrow again to see. That's why they think I'm tired, and that's why the doctor, what my specialist thinks, that's why I can't lose weight, because of my testosterone levels. So once you hit 40 people, you just gotta get stuff done. Hang on, I think Hippie Chick sent me some nudes. Hang on. Hippie Chick, where are you? Da, 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 da. I'll respond to you in a little bit, Hippie Chick. Thank you for that. I will respond to you. Just hit 40. Do you know what, Mark? The road goes down. Oops. The road goes down. Okay. What'd you say? Are you giving me a bollocking, Hippie Chick? I think the Hippie Chick just gave me a bollocking. We'll see. I'll respond to you in a second. Get things. You need to trek your prostate, Mark. That's the first thing. And that's if they still do the finger, you'll have fun. And then yeah, you go test your testosterones and your fucking everything. I'm 43 now. Do you mean? It's the fine tuning they call it. The fine tuning. Yes, they were found guilty yesterday, were they, Tim? Yeah, I did not know about that trial because we were covering something else. What's the last trial we were covering last week? I don't remember what it was now. Oh, I forget. I don't even know what we did yesterday. Well, what we watched a trial last week.
Bring in the jury if they're ready.
This is the one that is. This is one of the standard units. That's the hard drive. It's 169. 169. We're gonna have it up and open. We're not gonna play from the video. He's gonna play an audio portion, but we're gonna start with this hard drive, which it's in evidence. They can view it, but I'm just making sure if there's any issues beforehand. I want.
Which one was the 169? Which translator person?
August 24th
with the one that was just testified to. So this is the video and audio portion. And they're just playing overlapping portions.
We're not even playing it. We're just we opened it where you can see a pic of inside of the truck, and you can see some people, someone driving, and someone is passing.
It's just stills.
This is a video, but it's paused.
Okay.
After they do their identification, we're going to take it down, and then we're going to play audio.
Yeah. And then following that, we're going to do the same thing with the exhibit number 170, which was testified to by.
I just want to be sure that what you're playing is what has been testified to.
Yeah, it has, and we are not playing any portion that we have agreed is redacted.
Okay. Perfect. Right. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Let's bring in the jury.
Yes, kiss and kill. Yes, we were. I still don't remember it, but yeah, we were. My head's gone. Who the fuck? Meth heads. Yeah, I don't remember that. Stabbed the boyfriend. I don't remember it. That's really bad. I don't remember the trial. I know meth heads. I remember that. And kiss and kill. But I don't actually remember it. Shit. My mind's going. I don't remember it. Fuck. Stabbed himself. Yeah, smoke tent. What the fuck, smoke tent? Get back to where to ignore it. Amanda Miller. Fine. Hey, Amanda. I need to go and look to see if I remember. Right, Sarah P. Who's this next witness? Oh shit! I need to go and look at this now. I honestly don't remember the trial, people. This is scary. Samantha Krebs.
All right, jury is present, and we proceed with the state's next witness or item of evidence.
Yes, sir. The people of the state of Florida recall Adolfo Covelli.
People, I'm not kidding you. I don't remember the trial. Right, ladies, who's this hunk? Jeepers, I'm worried now.
Raise your right hand. Yes, sir.
Do you swear affirm that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth?
Oh shit! Yes, he was in the house, wasn't it? And there was some footage, and yeah, the pipes were calling from glen to glen. Yes, he wanted to give. Oh, he wanted. This is where she wanted to. He wanted to stick his knob up her Hershey's passage, up her bum. That's it. I remember. Amy wouldn't throw her a bed. You wouldn't throw many on a bed, I don't think, Amy. Come on. Especially from this child. Look, me, Bad Daza, Marky, you know. Your mind is going. I've been here and active for years. I've been subscribed to your OnlyFans for years, that's for sure, Bex, you know. We have vids of her in the car park for half. Yes, we did, Bad Daza. We did. I remember that now. Oh, I remember the smoking tent now. Yes, she had a hat on. Yes, I remember. Shit, that's scary, people. I genuinely didn't remember. Right, what's his name then, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And you may inquire of the witness.
Good morning. Can you state Can you state your name for the record and spell both your first and your last name, please?
Yes, sir. Adolfo Covelli, Adolfo. Last name Covelli, C-O-V as in Victor, E-L-L-I.
Okay. And I believe you testified a few days ago. Were you
Oh.
a senior official at the Waste Pro location here in Fort Pierce in August of 2023?
Thank you, Sarah.
I'm sorry, August of 2018.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you familiar with
Thank you, Sarah P.
the trash routes of the drivers in August of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you specifically familiar with the trash route of the defendant, Jose Soto-Escalera?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he have a trash route in northern Fort Pierce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell the jury what his trash route was?
Yeah. I can't give you the exact every road and all that, but it was in North Fort Pierce, in the Andrio Road area, Johnson Road, Rousseau Road, around the Spanish Lakes area, in northern Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County.
Okay. And can you walk the jury through was there a system in place where each of the employees of the Waste Pro, if they were on a garbage truck, what was their knowledge of the camera and recording system?
Yes, sir. So I was there when we had the cameras installed, and every employee that was in the vehicles had to acknowledge that they were being recorded both by audio and visual recordings.
Okay. So did every employee who was assigned to one of those garbage trucks have specific knowledge that they were recorded?
Yes.
And that they were videotaped?
Yes.
Okay. And how well did you know the defendant, Jose Soto-Escalera?
He was an acquaintance and an employee, like most of the employees. I was very close with them to get to know their families and ask about them. And Jose was one of those people too.
How long do you think you knew him?
I would say backing up from 2018, a few years. I believe Jose worked for us and then left and came back. But regardless, I've known Jose since his employment at Waste Pro.
Did you have many conversations with him?
Yes.
Did you know him it sounds like you knew him in the context of work. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you also know him socially?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you know him well enough to visualize him, identify him?
Yes.
Okay. We're looking here at a freeze frame of one of the videos from exhibit number 169. Do you, if you need to, step down, but do you see Jose Soto-Escalera on this, on the smart TV?
Yes.
Okay. Can you identify him? Which one is he?
The gentleman with the glasses and the steering wheel in front of them to the right of us looking to the right.
Okay. And who is the other individual in the vehicle?
I'd like to come up with that.
Sure. Who is that?
The helper of the route, Eric Alvarado.
Okay. And did you speak to Jose Soto-Escalera enough to recognize his voice?
Yes.
Okay. And based on that familiarity, if I were to play you a clip from an audio of exhibit number 169, would you be able to recognize his voice?
If I hear it, yes.
Okay, so for the record, we're going to go to page 10, line 167 of the transcript. We'll be at 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 48 seconds. I'll stop it right there. Did you hear two voices in that clip?
Yes.
Was one softer and one more audible?
Yes.
Okay. And are you familiar also with Eric Alvarado's voice?
Yes.
How long had you known Eric Alvarado for?
Since his time of employment, I don't recall exactly how long. It was a shorter time period than Jose Soto.
Had you had multiple conversations with Eric Alvarado?
I'd greet the team every single morning, all the employees, yes.
Okay. And can you tell the jury the identity of the individual whose voice was less audible in that clip?
The one that had a lower voice?
Yeah.
Eric Alvarado.
Okay. And can you tell the jury the identity of the individual who had a more clear and more audible voice?
Yes, that would be Jose Soto-Escalera Soto.
Okay, thank you. I will now want to show you now we're going to publish states 170. Okay. I want to show you a video from August 2018. Who is the driver?
Jose Soto-Escalera.
And who is the passenger?
Eric Alvarado.
So this guy is there to authenticate. He is Jose Soto-Escalera's old boss. So in the audio, they need to distinguish that it is actually Jose that's saying it. So that's why he's in to say, yeah, I recognize his voice, basically. So I was waiting in the other stream for you, Hater. You never came. Fuck's sakes.
Who is the passenger?
Please.
Sure.
Thank you.
What's the identity of the passenger?
The passenger is Eric Alvarado,
And the driver.
Jose Soto-Escalera.
Okay, same question on the video from August the 27th of 2018. Who is the driver
Jose Soto-Escalera,
and who is the passenger?
Eric Alvarado.
Okay. If we could return, we're going to do one more. Sir, thank you very much. That's all we have left.
Thank you.
Any questions from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
May Mr. Covelli be released from his subpoena at this time?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Covelli. You're released from your subpoena. You're free to stay or leave as you wish.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the state's next witness or item about it.
Your Honor, at this time, the people said for arrest.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at this time, the state has rested its case. Let me ask you to step back into the jury room for a moment. Please do not discuss the case and leave your notes on your chairs, and we'll be with you momentarily.
Check a wow wow. Right, what's the time now? 2:12, we'll see. Sarapi, 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 P, 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 Sarapi, Sarapi, Sarapi's not lovely. 2:12.
All right, the jury has exited the courtroom at this time. State has rested its case. Any motions from the defense?
No motions from the defense.
Okay, and from the defense, no witnesses other than whether the defendant is going to testify. Do you need time to confer? Sure, confer with the defendant to make a decision whether he wishes to become a witness. I'll inquire of him in that regard, and then we'll go from there. But we'll go off the record, giving the attorneys a chance to speak with the defendant to make that very important decision.
Terry, I could really, really take what you just said here differently, but Terry says, good Lord, if this was Lady Di or Sarah P or J Mac or Hate or Amy or any, I would read this out differently. But good Lord, he had a wife, 4 kids, a huge monthly payment on his big black truck, and he drove a trash truck. What a catch for this poor dead girl, I know. So there's no witnesses except for maybe the defendant. And they're going to discuss it with the defendant now, see if he wants to testify. He's cooked. As Erin Hack would say, he's cooked. Erin, what do you think, Erin?
Ole, 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 ole. Erin Hack, 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 ole. Erin Hack, 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 ole. Let's go, Erin Hack, 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 ole. Erin Hack, 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 ole.
So literally, they're just going to see if he wants to testify. They're giving him a minute just to discuss that. So this trial could be done in. They both sides said they need a maximum of an hour and a half for closings. That's 3 hours plus jury instructions. Say give it 4 hours. You know, if he doesn't testify, we'll be starting possibly about 11 o'clock. Say 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. I suppose lunch and everything, but I don't think the jury's going to be out that long, you know. So we might be done today. If he does testify, then we go into tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to work out what the time is. So it's 10:47 right now. No, I won't. They probably start after lunch, I imagine, because they'll give both sides time to do their closings ready, jury instructions ready. So say they start at 1, they could be all done by about 4. Well, Christine, he can if he wants to, but it's pointless. He's done. He's cooked. I mean, those transcripts have done him. So I don't see the point of him testifying. Unless he wants to. Oh, then maybe he will testify. Go, well, I've got nothing to lose. Here they come back. His lawyers are probably like, "Oh, don't testify. Let's get an early weekend. Fuck this."
The defendant regarding his decision to become a witness at this time. Mr. Soto-Escalera, you can be seated, but if you raise your right hand, the clerk will swear you just for a brief inquiry from me on that particular point.
Do you swear affirm that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Soto-Escalera, the decision whether to become a witness in the case, unlike most decisions in trial, is personal to you, meaning you receive the advice of counsel, but you make the decision up and above their advice. If there's a disagreement as to whether you should testify, you get to make that call, even if you disagree with your attorney. You have received their counsel. First of all, do you understand the decision is personal to you?
Yes, sir.
Are you deciding to testify or not?
Not, sir.
Not. Are you doing that of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
I will find that you're making the decision not to become a witness freely, knowingly, and voluntarily will proceed in that fashion. And therefore, let's discuss the plan. My suggestion is to release the jury till when they come in, have the defense rest, release them till 1 o'clock. We'll do a quick charge conference and give you the remainder of the 2 hours to polish your closing arguments and proceed at 1 o'clock. Is that a good plan?
I think the parties might have agreed a different plan, Judge.
Okay. Well, I'm open. I'm open. I'm just, okay. I know we talked about finishing tomorrow too, which is possible. Is that what you had your eyes on?
Yes, sir. If that would be okay with the board. Yeah. Friday works better, if that's okay. We've had a long 3 weeks.
I'm open to that. Of course, the advantage if you do it this afternoon, I realize, I've done your jobs as well. So I realize, what goes into a closing argument. The advantage is if there is a conviction, you get tomorrow off to prepare. There's that too. But either way, is that what you both agreed on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine with me. All right. So then I would bring in the jury, have the defense rest, and then tell them they're excused for the rest of the day. We'll do closing arguments tomorrow morning.
I do have a suggestion.
Sure.
And, you can deny it. What?
Rest tomorrow for you.
No. I don't mind resting now. I was just wondering if we could do the charge conference now and charge the jury today. And that way, when we come back tomorrow, we could just go straight into closings and then they deliberate.
You want me to read the instructions to them before your closing arguments?
Yes, sir.
State agree?
Read all the jury instructions before?
Correct. That's
Yes.
the request.
You mean today or tomorrow?
Today.
That way we make good use of the time.
So then what we would do closing, and then you would remind them and say, I read you the law yesterday.
Yeah, I've never done that, but it's a standard practice with other judges. Nothing wrong with it.
And they're going to get a copy of it anyways.
Exactly.
I just think that'll give them something to ruminate over tonight.
I have no problem. It's time efficient for me.
Right.
And I always wonder why there's not more requests to do that, because they'll know what the law is before you make your arguments as opposed to the other way around.
Exactly.
Okay. And I'll tell them the attorneys have agreed with this procedure. I'm going to instruct you on the law, and then they're going to make their arguments tomorrow. Don't form any definite or fixed opinion at this time. You haven't heard their arguments.
Correct.
Are you going to tell them in the instructions about their ability to review the testimony again? I think the only issue was the way it was said could be interpreted that they have to listen to the whole trial, and that that rule only applies to individual witnesses.
Let's do the charge conference now. Do you have my latest?
Yes, sir.
You have my latest email in that regard. I just took out, obviously, the defendant has become a witness. What I have remaining for your consideration, from my perspective, before we go back to the beginning, under weighing the evidence, can I take out, has the witness been convicted of a felony?
Yes, sir.
Because there's no such thing in this case. Okay.
Correct.
And how about, my default position would be to leave it in, but any pressure or threat been used against the witness that affected the truth of the witness's testimony? We could have had that in this case, but I don't think we is there any of that? Anybody want that?
No, sir.
State?
I couldn't quite hear, I'm sorry.
Has any pressure or threat been used against the witness that affected the truth of the witness's testimony?
Not pressure.
Both sides agree. I'm going to take that out. So now we have in that section 7, with the extras being offered to receive money, which there is, and make an inconsistent statement, which there also is. And all right, so going to the top, any objections to the way I have it? You may, I don't know if you caught this, because the last version I sent you, I don't think I alerted you to this, but there was one section I added in, unborn child, where it should be. I don't know if you caught that, but it's there now, and it's proper in one of the unborn child instructions. I think it was actually on page, what should be page 5 for you, lesser included. That last sentence, the lesser included crimes of first-degree murder of an unborn child or second-degree murder of an unborn child and manslaughter of an unborn child. Before it said just second-degree murder or manslaughter, so I just added that in. It's a very slight tweak. You may, if you see that. But so we have introduction, statements of charges, introduction to homicide, justifiable homicide, excusable homicide, first-degree murder as to count 1, count 2, first-degree murder of an unborn child, lesser included crimes, and then second-degree murder, lesser offense as to count 1, manslaughter as to count 1, second-degree murder of an unborn child as to count 2, manslaughter of an unborn child as to count 2, plea of not guilty, reasonable doubt, weighing the evidence, defendant not testifying, defendant's statements, rules for deliberation, cautionary instruction, verdict, single defendant, multiple counts. As to all of that, any objections or suggestions before I get to the part Mr. Cormier mentioned, which is, I'm going to get to that, what I have now. You could see what I have as far as, it's the second to last paragraph. During the trial, items are received into evidence as exhibits. You may examine whatever exhibits you think will help you in your deliberations. Most, but not all, of the exhibits will be sent into the jury room with you when you begin to deliberate. If you wish to examine an exhibit in evidence that was not sent back with you into the jury room, please let us know, and we will bring you into the courtroom to do so. That's my standard instruction. I don't touch the issue about rehearing testimony at this time. If they have a note, we do. And what I was alluding to when I spoke to them about that was the default position is to play the entire testimony of those two witnesses, which is the safest, more proper thing to do. I have had it sometimes, and the law does allow, if they specify to us one particular place, you could do that. But in this case, it's going to be extremely difficult. I'm not sure how they would.
So yes, this is a death penalty case. So what's going to happen is, once they find him guilty, because they will find him guilty tomorrow, they will have a weekend off then, and they will come back on Monday, and that's the death penalty phase will begin. That's when it all begins. So they have to take this to trial because it's death penalty. He will have all the rights to appeal and stuff like that, but Monday, that's when the death penalty phase will start, and the jury get to decide whether he faces the death penalty or not. Obviously, the judge has final say, but they basically give him the sentence, whether it's life in prison without parole or whether it's death row. So the jury will decide, and because of the Parkland shooting guy, Nicholas Cruz, he was obviously not given the death penalty. So now in Florida, I believe it's 8 out of 12 have to agree to the death penalty for it to happen. So where Nicholas Cruz, I believe it was 9 or 10 of them were for the death penalty, but because they didn't meet the threshold, or was it? I don't know, but they didn't meet the threshold anyway. I think it was 9 and they needed 10, so they've lowered it to 8 now in Florida. The 8 need to say guilty for him to face the death penalty. But the greatest thing about chat for me is when I have questions, you'll shit coots. I was just about to ask that, so they have to take the trial because it is death penalty. What if defendant pleaded guilty? I still think you have to take the trial because ultimately he still has a right to appeal. So he would still go to trial, but because you couldn't trust the defendant, do you know what I mean? Because he could 10 years down the line say, no, actually, I was coerced. I want a trial. Do you know what I mean? So for the here and now, he could sign all the documents he wants, but ultimately, I believe he probably would in 10, 15 years have the right to have a trial. But there might be a legal statute where he, like similar to Brian Koberger, he has to waive all his rights. He waives all his appeals and everything. Maybe that would be in play. I don't know that answer to that question, but I believe that's why we have to have a trial to determine. The defense not put any witnesses on, and he's not testified, so they're resound to the fact that he's going to be found guilty. Do you know what I mean? I imagine they are more concerned about the guilt phase, the death penalty phase, than anything else. He may testify that in the death penalty phase. I don't know how they work it in Florida. Judge can legally make that decision on his own, but I don't know. I've always wondered that about DP. I don't trust judge can legally. Yeah, so judge could overrule anything. So, but I don't think he would. Do you know what I mean? So
do that unless. But
I think in the other county.
question.
I don't think. Okay, sorry. I know you don't think, Lady Di. I know you don't think. It's all different in every state. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to the death penalty and how they can do stuff, and people talk about Idaho that there still are ways that Brian Corbett can appeal it, and so every state's different. I mean, there's no one set answer to anything, but I think because this is a death penalty, I think you have to take the trial. Again, unless the defendant waives everything and fast tracks his death, basically, which may occur, but that would be very weird. I think when it comes to death, it has to be, processes because it's someone's life, So he could say, "I'm not turning up to it" or something, but I think the judge is all for deep penetration. Right. So again, just so people know, what we're doing now is waiting. They're going to charge the jury tonight. So when they come back in tomorrow at 9 o'clock, probably they will go straight into the closings, which then possibly will be done by before lunchtime, and then they will can deliberate in the afternoon. So that is the plan, I believe. So yeah, what we will do today, if this ends in the next probably. Do we want to go and talk about dildos? Listen about dildos and butt plugs and lube? Do we want to do all that? because we could play day 3, zoom through that this afternoon if you guys want to. This charge conference doesn't go on for like 5 hours.
The instructions orally, I'll correct them, and then I'll correct them in writing so that they get a perfect copy. It's actually better in that regard. So as I read along, does anyone want a hard copy of the instructions finalized? Okay, do that. What I'll do tomorrow too is it's my normal practice in reading the instructions to explain the verdict form. I won't do that. I'll read them the verdict part, but I'll explain the verdict form to them after your arguments tomorrow before they go back, because it's normally that's the purpose of that. You're about to go back and deliberate. Also, submitting case to jury, I should probably read that tomorrow. So I'll just stop at single defendant, multiple counts. Tomorrow, I'll reiterate verdict, single defendant, multiple counts, and submitting case to the jury, explain the verdict form, and then send them back tomorrow. But at least they'll get the full instructions on the law at this time.
Okay. Right, so Bex is up for it. But to be fair, Bex is up for anything. As soon as I said butt plugs, Bex was in. So, right, I'll set the stream up. We'll play at 1.25, and yeah, let's do that. And then after that, then we'll finish. So I will look to set that stream up because Bex has asked so nicely. And it does make sense, to be fair. To be sure. Have I muted that? Yes, I did. Shit, hang on.
Hard copy. And let's bring out the jury, and I'll instruct them. Do ask those who are here in the audience, you're free to remain.
I love that. This is the energy I fucking love. I'm a freak and proud. Fucking love it, Bex. Bex. Mel, you starting to slip, Mel. I think Bex might be becoming my favorite now. I'm a freak and proud. This is what I mean. I love this. Thank you, Bex. You make me smile. I love it. I love it.
You're doing that tomorrow.
All the men in chat like, are you single, Bex? No, she's married. Leave her alone, boys.
Closing arguments altogether. Yeah. Right. I think I'd urge you to do your closing argument.
Right, jury coming in. Then I'm going to set the other stream up. So bear with me. Christine needs a guy. There you go, Christine. We'll get you a guy. There you go. There you go. So that they just
All
go
right,
straight
the
to the penalty
jury is
phase. Thank you,
present.
Guy.
The state has rested its case at this time. Does the defense also rest its case at this time?
The defense rests, Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, both sides have now rested their case. What we would normally do at this time is do the closing arguments, and then I would conclude the trial with the jury instructions and have you deliberate. We're going to depart from that and use an alternate procedure, which is perfectly fine and legal and perhaps better for the situation. What I'm going to do at this time is instruct you on the law as agreed upon by the lawyers, and then they're going to make their closing arguments to you tomorrow morning, after which you'll begin to deliberate on the case. The advantage of this is you'll have heard the law already as an advantage to you understanding their arguments to put it into context. But please remember something I instructed you on throughout the trial, which is do not form a definite or fixed opinion on the merits of the case until you've heard all of the evidence, the arguments by the attorneys, and the law as I instruct you. And it was stated in that sequence because that's normally the sequence. So you're going to hear the law, but don't form any definite or fixed opinion until you've heard the attorney's arguments tomorrow. And of course, until that time, until the time I send you back into the jury room, don't discuss the case with anyone, including your fellow jurors. I suppose what I'm saying is the fact that I'm going to instruct you on the law now is not an invitation to start your deliberations, which are actually mentioned in the instructions, that you don't start your deliberations until tomorrow after the attorneys make their final arguments to you. Also, I'm going to be reading the instructions to you tomorrow after the arguments are made. These instructions will go back with you into the jury room, and I'll have a copy for each of you individually for you to refer to should you need further reference to the instructions during your deliberations. And members of the jury, I thank you for your attention during this trial. Please pay attention to the instructions I'm about to give you. Jose Soto-Escalera, the defendant in this case, has been accused of the following crimes. Count 1, first-degree murder with a weapon. Count 2, first-degree murder of an unborn child. Introduction to homicide. Jose Soto-Escalera is accused of first-degree murder in counts 1 and 2. First-degree murder includes the lesser crimes of second-degree murder and manslaughter, all of which are unlawful. However, a killing that was excusable or that was committed by the justifiable use of deadly force is lawful. If you find Tania Wise and her unborn child were killed by Jose Soto-Escalera, you will then consider the circumstances surrounding the killing in deciding if the killings were first-degree murder or second-degree murder or manslaughter, or whether the killing was excusable or resulted from justifiable use of deadly force. Justifiable homicide. The killing of a human being is justifiable homicide and lawful if necessarily done while resisting an attempt to murder or commit a felony upon the defendant, or to commit a felony in any dwelling house in which the defendant was at the time of the killing. Excusable homicide. The killing of a human being is excusable and therefore lawful under any one of the following three circumstances. 1, when the killing is committed by accident and misfortune in doing any lawful act by lawful means with usual ordinary caution and without any unlawful intent. Or 2, when the killing occurs by accident and misfortune in the heat of passion, upon any sudden and sufficient provocation, or 3, when the killing is committed by accident and misfortune resulting from a sudden combat, if a dangerous weapon is not used and the killing is not done in a cruel or unusual manner. A dangerous weapon is any object that will likely cause death or great bodily harm if used in the ordinary and usual manner contemplated by its design and construction. I now instruct you on the circumstances that must be proved before Jose Soto-Escalera may be found guilty of first-degree murder with a weapon, first-degree murder of an unborn child, or any lesser included crime. Count 1, first-degree murder. To prove the crime of first-degree premeditated murder, the state must prove the following 3 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Tania Wise is dead. 2, the death was caused by the criminal act of Jose Soto-Escalera. And 3, there was a premeditated killing of Tania Wise. An act includes a series of related actions arising from and performed pursuant to a single design or purpose. Killing with premeditation is killing after consciously deciding to do so. The decision must be present in the mind at the time of the killing. The law does not fix the exact period of time that must pass between the formation of the premeditated intent to kill and the killing. The period of time must be long enough to allow reflection by the defendant. The premeditated intent to kill must be formed before the killing. The question of premeditation is a question of fact to be determined by you from the evidence. It will be sufficient proof of premeditation if the circumstances of the killing and the conduct of the accused convince you beyond a reasonable doubt of the existence of premeditation at the time of the killing. An issue in this case is whether Jose Soto-Escalera did not act with a premeditated design to kill because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation. In order to find that the defendant did not act with a premeditated design to kill because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation, there must have been a sudden event that would have suspended the exercise of judgment in an ordinary, reasonable person, and a reasonable person would have lost normal self-control and would have been driven by a blind and unreasoning fury. And there was not a reasonable amount of time for a reasonable person to cool off, and a reasonable person would not have cooled off before committing the act that caused death. And Jose Soto-Escalera was in fact so provoked and did not cool off before he committed the act that caused the death of Tania Wise. If you have a reasonable doubt about whether the defendant acted with a premeditated design to kill because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation, you should not find him guilty of first-degree premeditated murder. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed first-degree murder, and you also find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, you should find him guilty of first-degree murder with a weapon. A weapon is defined as any object readily capable of inflicting bodily harm if used in the ordinary manner contemplated by its design and construction, or any other object that was used to inflict bodily harm. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed first-degree murder, but you are not convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, then you should find him guilty only of first-degree murder. Count 2, first-degree murder of an unborn child. To prove the crime of first-degree murder of an unborn child, the state must prove the following 2 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Jose Soto-Escalera caused the death of the unborn child of Tania Wise by killing Tania Wise. And 2, Jose Soto-Escalera's killing of Tania Wise was first-degree murder, as I have instructed you in count 1. Unborn child means a member of the species Homo sapiens at any stage of development who is carried in the womb. When there are lesser included crimes, in considering the evidence, you should consider the possibility that although the evidence may not convince you that the defendant committed the main crime of which Jose Soto-Escalera is accused, there may be evidence that the defendant committed other acts that would constitute a lesser included crime. Therefore, if you decide that the main accusation has not been proved beyond a reasonable doubt, you will next need to decide if the defendant is guilty of any lesser included crime. The lesser included crimes of first-degree murder with a weapon are second-degree murder and manslaughter. The lesser included crimes of first-degree murder of an unborn child are second-degree murder of an unborn child and manslaughter of an unborn child. Second-degree murder, a lesser included offense as to count 1. To prove the crime of second-degree murder, the state must prove the following 3 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Tania Wise is dead. 2, the death was caused by the criminal act of Jose Soto-Escalera. And 3, there was an unlawful killing of Tania Wise by an act imminently dangerous to another and demonstrating a depraved mind without regard for human life. An act includes a series of related actions arising from and performed pursuant to a single design or purpose. An act is imminently dangerous to another and demonstrating a depraved mind if it is an act or series of acts that 1, a person of ordinary judgment would know is reasonably certain to kill or do serious bodily injury to another, and 2, is done from ill will, hatred, spite, or an evil intent, and 3, is of such a nature that the act itself indicates an indifference to human life. In order to convict of second-degree murder, it is not necessary for the state to prove the defendant had an intent to cause death. An issue in this case is whether Jose Soto-Escalera did not have a depraved mind without regard for human life because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation. In order to find that the defendant did not have a depraved mind without regard for human life because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation, there must have been a sudden event that would have suspended the exercise of judgment in an ordinary, reasonable person, and a reasonable person would have lost normal self-control and would have been driven by a blind and unreasoning fury, and there was not a reasonable amount of time for a reasonable person to cool off, and a reasonable person would not have cooled off before committing the act that caused death, and Jose Soto-Escalera was in fact so provoked and did not cool off before he committed the act that caused the death of Tanya Wise. If you have a reasonable doubt about whether the defendant had a depraved mind without regard for human life because he acted in the heat of passion based on adequate provocation, you should not find him guilty of second-degree murder. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed second-degree murder, and you also find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, you should find him guilty of second-degree murder with a weapon. A weapon is defined as any object readily capable of inflicting bodily harm if used in the ordinary manner contemplated by its design and construction, or any other object that was used to inflict bodily harm. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed second-degree murder, but you are not convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, then you should find him guilty only of second-degree murder. Manslaughter, a lesser included offense as to count 1. To prove the crime of manslaughter, the state must prove the following 2 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Tanya Wise is dead. And 2, Jose Soto-Escalera intentionally committed an act or acts that caused the death of Tanya Wise. Every person has a duty to act reasonably toward others. If there is a violation of that duty without any conscious intention to harm, that violation is negligence. The defendant cannot be guilty of manslaughter by committing a merely negligent act, or if the killing was either justifiable or excusable homicide, as I have previously instructed you. In order to convict of manslaughter by act, it is not necessary for the state to prove that the defendant had an intent to cause death, only an intent to commit an act that was not merely negligent, justified, or excusable, and which caused death. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed manslaughter, and you also find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, you should find him guilty of manslaughter with a weapon. A weapon is defined as any object readily capable of inflicting bodily harm if used in the ordinary manner contemplated by its design and construction, or any other object that was used to inflict bodily harm. If you find that Jose Soto-Escalera committed manslaughter, but you're not convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, attempted to use a weapon, then you should find him guilty only of manslaughter. Second-degree murder of an unborn child, a lesser included offense as to count 2. To prove the crime of second-degree murder of an unborn child, the state must prove the following 2 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Jose Soto-Escalera caused the death of the unborn child of Tanya Wise by killing Tanya Wise. And 2, Jose Soto-Escalera's killing of Tanya Wise was second-degree murder, as I've instructed you in count 1. Manslaughter of an unborn child, also a lesser included offense as to count 2. To prove the crime of manslaughter of an unborn child, the state must prove the following 2 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, Jose Soto-Escalera caused the death of the unborn child of Tanya Wise by killing Tanya Wise. And 2, Jose Soto-Escalera's killing of Tanya Wise was manslaughter, as I have instructed you in count 1. Plea of not guilty, reasonable doubt, and burden of proof. The defendant has entered a plea of not guilty. This means you must presume or believe the defendant is innocent. The presumption stays with the defendant as to each material allegation in the information through each stage of the trial, unless it has been overcome by the evidence to the exclusion of and beyond a reasonable doubt. To overcome the defendant's presumption of innocence, the state has the burden of proving the crime with which the defendant is charged was committed, and the defendant is the person who committed the crime. The defendant is not required to present evidence or prove anything. Whenever the words reasonable doubt are used, you must consider the following. A reasonable doubt is not a mere possible doubt, a speculative, imaginary, or forced doubt. Such a doubt must not influence you to return a verdict of not guilty if you have an abiding conviction of guilt. On the other hand, if, after carefully considering, comparing, and weighing all the evidence, there is not an abiding conviction of guilt, or if having a conviction, it is one which is not stable, but one which wavers and vacillates, then the charge is not proved beyond every reasonable doubt, and you must find the defendant not guilty because the doubt is reasonable. It is to the evidence introduced in this trial and to it alone that you are to look for that proof. A reasonable doubt as to the guilt of the defendant may arise from the evidence, conflict in the evidence, or the lack of evidence. If you have a reasonable doubt, you should find the defendant not guilty. If you have no reasonable doubt, you should find the defendant guilty. Weighing the evidence. It is up to you to decide what evidence is reliable. You should use your common sense in deciding which is the best evidence and which evidence should not be relied upon in considering your verdict. You may find some of the evidence not reliable or less reliable than other evidence. You should consider how the witnesses acted as well as what they said. Some things you should consider are, did the witness seem to have an opportunity to see and know the things about which the witness testified? Did the witness seem to have an accurate memory? Was the witness honest and straightforward in answering the attorney's questions? Did the witness have some interest in how the case should be decided? Does the witness's testimony agree with the other testimony and other evidence in the case? Has the witness been offered or received any money, preferred treatment, or other benefit in order to get the witness to testify? Did the witness at some other time make a statement that is inconsistent with the testimony he or she gave in court? Whether the state has met its burden of proof does not depend upon the number of witnesses it has called or upon the number of exhibits it has offered, but instead upon the nature and quality of the evidence presented. The fact that a witness is employed in law enforcement does not mean that his or her testimony deserves more or less consideration than that of any other witness. Expert witnesses are like other witnesses with one exception: the expert witness to give his or her opinion. However, an expert's opinion is reliable only when given on a subject about which you believe him or her to be an expert. Like other witnesses, you may believe or disbelieve all or any part of an expert's testimony. It is entirely proper for a lawyer to talk to a witness about what testimony the witness would give if called to the courtroom. The witness should not be discredited by talking to a lawyer about his or her testimony. You may rely upon your own conclusion about the credibility of any witness. A juror may believe or disbelieve all or any part of the evidence or the testimony of any witness. Defendant not testifying. The Constitution requires the state to prove its accusations against the defendant. It is not necessary for the defendant to disprove anything, nor is the defendant required to prove his innocence. It is up to the state to prove the defendant's guilt by evidence. The defendant exercised a fundamental right by choosing not to be a witness in this case. You must not view this as an admission of guilt or be influenced in any way by his decision. No juror should ever be concerned that the defendant did or did not take the witness stand to give testimony in the case. Defendant's statements. A statement claimed to have been made by the defendant outside of court has been placed before you. Such a statement should always be considered with caution and be weighed with great care to make certain it was freely and voluntarily made. Therefore, you must determine from the evidence that the defendant's alleged statement was knowingly, voluntarily, and freely made. In making this determination, you should consider the total circumstances, including, but not limited to, whether, when the defendant made the statement, he had been threatened in order to get him to make it, and whether anyone had promised him anything in order to get him to make it. If you conclude the defendant's out-of-court statement was not freely and voluntarily made, you should disregard it. Rules for deliberation. These are some general rules that apply to your discussion. You must follow these rules in order to return a lawful verdict. You must follow the law as it is set out in these instructions. If you fail to follow the law, your verdict will be a miscarriage of justice. There is no reason for failing to follow the law in this case. All of us are depending upon you to make a wise and legal decision in this matter. This case must be decided only upon the evidence that you have heard from the testimony of the witnesses and have seen in the form of the exhibits and evidence and these instructions. This case must not, let me start over. This case must not be decided for or against anyone because you feel sorry for anyone or are angry at anyone. Remember, the lawyers are not on trial. Your feelings about them should not influence your decision in this case. Your duty is to determine if the defendant has been proven guilty or not in accord with the law. And counsel, I'm striking that next sentence in this particular case. Whatever verdict you render, start over with that sentence. Little tongue twisters here. Whatever verdict you render must be unanimous. That is, each juror must agree to the same verdict. Your verdict should not be influenced by feelings of prejudice, bias, or sympathy. Your verdict must be based on the evidence and on the law contained in these instructions. Cautionary instruction. Deciding a verdict is exclusively your job. I cannot participate in that decision in any way. Please disregard anything I may have said or done that made you think I preferred one verdict over another. Verdict. You may find the defendant guilty as charged or guilty of such lesser included crimes as the evidence may justify or not guilty. If you return a verdict of guilty, it should be for the highest offense on the verdict form for each count that has been proved beyond a reasonable doubt. If you find that no offense has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, then of course your verdict must be not guilty. The verdict must be unanimous. That is, all of you must agree to the same verdict. Only one verdict may be returned as to each crime charged. The verdict must be in writing, and for your convenience, the necessary verdict form has been prepared for you. And tomorrow, after the arguments, I will show you the verdict form and explain it to you before I send it back with you for your use. Single defendant, multiple counts. A separate crime is charged in each count of the indictment, and although they have been tried together, each crime and the evidence applicable to it must be considered separately and a separate verdict returned as to each. A finding of guilty or not guilty as to one crime must not affect your verdict as to the other crime charged. The last instruction is submitting the case to the jury, which I'm going to do with you tomorrow. So after the arguments are concluded, I'm going to reread to you the few of the last pages here before I submit the case to you. That concludes the instructions at this time. Tomorrow we will reconvene at 8:45 in the morning, just as we did today. Remember, I cannot overly emphasize, you have not heard the arguments of the attorneys. Don't form any definite or fixed opinion about the merits of this case at this time. The same rules that govern your conduct remain in effect. Of course, in abundance of caution, please remember, avoid any exposure to any extrajudicial information. Don't talk to anyone. Don't do any research about the case or the people or the issues involved in the case. To be sure, you can find your consideration of this case only to the proper evidence and nothing else. Avoid all of the media coverage of this case. With that, enjoy the rest of your day and your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Please leave your notes on your chairs. Jury has exited. Before we break, let's take a look at the verdict form as well, just to be sure there's no objections to that. Oh yeah, I wanted to take out the form as to count 2. The state had put in a weapon, which doesn't apply to count 2, so I'm going to take that out. Okay. You remember that? Okay. And I also put unborn child in the language as to count 2, which fits the charge. It just said first degree murder. It didn't say unborn child. So I have that as the count 2. And it is still September, so that's correct on the verdict form, right? And so right now the verdict form says what was that? We, the jury, find Jose Antonio. I'll get rid of the Antonio.
That's all right. Yes.
Do that also on the top there. Verdict form. We, the jury, find Jose Soto-Escalera as to count 1, select only one guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment, guilty of second-degree murder as a lesser-included offense, guilty of manslaughter as a lesser-included offense, or not guilty. If you find the defendant guilty as charged or guilty of any of the above, there's an error there. Above lesser offenses, I'm adding a word there. You must next determine if any of the following.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Right, we don't need to listen to that. Fucking hell. So, what we're going to do now is, remember, we're going to go live at 8:30 tomorrow morning if you're just following this case. We'll listen to the closings. What I'll probably do then is just leave it open, or my ask Mexi to leave it open, and then I'm going to go and do the other trial. So we're gonna go for those who wants to join us. If you want to come in the rocket, you just need to strap it in, and then put your seatbelts on, and we will get in there, and we will zoom over to the next trial, where we'll be playing day 3 of the butt plugs and lube trial. So with that, I'm gonna go straight over there so we can start playing it. Right, I'll see you over there, guys. See you in a bit. Bye bye.
Ole, 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 ole. Erin hack, 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 ole. Erin hack, 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 ole. Let's go, Erin hack, 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 ole. Erin hack, 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 ole.